Yo, yo, yo. I love that music. Welcome, everyone. Amazing to have you here once again on Clever Live, where we bring you into the world of Bitcoin, blockchain, crypto, and of course, the Clever ecosystem. And Clever is currently on fire, thanks to you all around the globe. Amazing. Do drop where you're from in the comments, whether you're on YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, Twitch, Live, or any other amazing platform tuning in from around the world. And today we have not just one, but two very, very, very special guests. Two people that I personally work with every day now for the last couple of years. They are, let's start with one of them actually. He's a quite a young man, but very accomplished. He has been with Clever since the beginning. He's one of the co-founders. He joined the Getty.io, which is the precursors of Clever, at the age of 17. And he is today our head of software architecture. He is definitely one of a kind, and he will share his thoughts, insights, and vision with all of you today. Marlon Gomez, welcome.
Thank you, Misha, for having me. It's a great pleasure to be here and talking to you, my brother. I'm really happy to be here.
Amazing to have you, and I'm so excited to hear everything that you have to say about Clever products, Clever origins, Clever future, more than anything, of course. And we are honored today also to have another prominent individual in the Clever team, someone who you all know. He works very closely with Marlon over the past year, especially to launch and develop the Klever Exchange, as well as now also the Klever NFT platform. He's the head of Klever Exchange and Klever NFT. Philip Rieger, welcome.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Misha, Marlon. Thanks for having me again. Such a pleasure. My second time. It's my second home here, Clever Life.
The man, the myth, and the legend. Rieger, what an honor. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to talk to all of us around the world. It's truly a moment of fire in the KLV and Clever communities. So let's jump right into it. And Marlon, we know you very well, and a lot of people do know you over the years quite intimately. But for those who don't know you, please tell us a little bit more about yourself, your origin in Rio de Janeiro, and your Clever journey so far.
Yeah, I'm 25 years old at the moment. I have come from a really, really poor city from Rio de Janeiro called São Gonçalo. I was raised by a single mom in a really difficult scenario to be raised by. And I have an old brother that was and is and will always be a fountain of inspiration for me as a person, as a software developer, because he is. And he taught me a lot of things so far. And in this journey, I have found another brothers, just like Dio, just like Baiano, just like you, Misha, just like Felipe, that are always increasing my knowledge about everything. So I'm really glad about learning every single day with you. So this is me.
Amazing. Yeah, I mean, you not just your young age and your passion and your palpable drive is not something that it inspires us daily, but it also builds amazing products, right? Like, so for those who don't know, Klever Exchange was built by as architecture wise by Marlon from essentially ground up. So let's talk a little bit more about the Klever ecosystem and how the pieces are getting together, to create new products and solution as software architecture at Klever. How do you approach that?
Yeah, creating an ecosystem is something that is really challenging because you want to create an ecosystem that users are friendly to. They need to be safe there. And then you need to create some pieces that connect each part of this ecosystem with another part. So we have been creating the Klever ID to the user identify himself and be able to log in all the Klever apps. We have creating the Klever Exchange that with the Klever ID you can enter over there, start to make some trades. We have creating the Klever chain. We have creating the Klever wallet. So we have to put everything together and make this a comfortable zone to our users, to they be able to feel safe there and also to feel protected there. So it's really challenging create this kind of scenario where you have a lot of products, communicate all those products in an architecture way, and maintain all those kind of products together. So what we are doing here, creating this kind of ecosystem, is something that I have never ever seen before.
Yeah, something very nice to say about the how the pieces are getting together is that we are first of all, we are not a blockchain company, we are a tech company, and the tech is in our DNA. So basically we are tech passionate, but and we work like squads of squads. So we have any specialists to create the best product as we can. For example, the Klever exchanges are now creating the Klever Pool and Klever NFT marketplace. So basically, I work together with another squads inside Klever. I work with the boats team squad, the labs team, marketing team, all the and many other. For example, if I need something from the boat squad, I can have the best guy that I know from the boats and in the exchange. That is David Dio Nakiara brothers, is the head of the boats team, and we can create the best Klever Pool engine to accelerate and create liquidity and volume from our exchange. So if I need something from the marketing, I can have the best guy from the market. So we are all connected. So we work together as one. We are squads of squads. I have the Klever Exchange squad that I work on the daily basis with Marlo, but Klever is all connected. We are squads of squads. It's very nice structure to work and to create products.
And when you have this kind of organic culture that you can contact the other squad and demand from the other squad, you reduce all the barriers and a company would have. So Klever works on a very organic way, and it's impressive how it flows in a really good way.
Yeah, exactly.
And we were touching a little bit on products, right? The entire Klever ecosystem is a connection of products that our users, from our aim and our goal and our purpose is to create the simplest, safest, fastest, and most powerful crypto products out there for everyone, whether you are crypto literate or crypto illiterate, new or old. You can use them and you can empower yourself in the decentralized economy. So, speaking of products, how is a Klever product born? How do they evolve? And how do you plan for the future as head of software architecture?
Essentially, a Klever product born from a need of our community. So we analyze what our community needs, and we are always looking for the market, seeing what is happening. So we have NFTs, we have DeFi, we have a lot of other themes going up, and we absorb all these sources and try to think what would change the lives of our users, of the people that is getting into the cryptocurrency, of the people that are getting into Clever. So this is the perspective that we are always trying to see on each product that we are going to start. And since we have this kind of baseline about what is the challenge that we are going to solve, we start to plan, we start the architecture, we start to build some drawings, creating components, validating the ideas, and then we throw it and ship it to our community, and also having a lot of feedbacks because we are passionate about the feedbacks. So we love this contact that we have with our community because they guide us on a way to improve our products. So I think it's really important how the product's born, but also how they evolve. And without our community, they wouldn't evolve in a good way. So we are really glad to receive all the feedbacks that we receive.
Yeah, we are always listening to the community, and also I want to thank him for the kind message about my birthday this week. I love the message. Thank you, Clever community, for all the message and the kind words that I received from you guys. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.
Happy birthday
So
again, brother. I've
thank
said it a few times now, but happy birthday.
thank you, my friend. And so I can say about the next two products that we are launching and shipping very soon to the market, that are the NFT marketplace and also the Clever Pool. They born like a demand and a need from the market, like Marlon said. So we are always looking in the market and the crypto space, and I think that NFTs are on the day zero. So we are just seeing an amazing time to, and this is something that will be for the next 20, 30 years. So we are on the day zero for NFTs. We want to create the best NFT marketplace and also the best ecosystem for NFTs with the Clever chain as well. We are creating something very amazing, and it's almost ready to be launched. And we will start with the DevKings collection that community is asking a lot. We will support the DevKings collection. It's something very nice to say that we already launched the clevernft.com to support the launch of the NFT collection from DevKings, and it sold like $3.6 million at this moment, and it's still counting. So it's getting a lot of attention of the market. We want to provide this opportunity to the NFT holders to sell peer to peer and to create an environment and a marketplace that I never seen before. Uh, I will jump a lot more about the NFTs on the next question for sure. But another product that we are building and it will impact a lot our exchange is the Clever Pool. Is something great. We use all the efforts from the Clever squads. We are using for the efforts from the Clever Boats team. Also, the Clever Exchange is really connected, and we are creating a very inspiring Clever Pool to attend our liquidity, and will be a next chapter for our Clever Exchange. So there are two products that is just burning and will be ready very soon.
Amazing. And first of all, I don't know if you caught this, $3.6 million just for the Devikins NFT is quite an achievement. But I do know that you guys are working very closely on the NFTs. And what is your vision moving forward? Because Devikins is just the first iteration and the first project that launched on the Clever NFT platform. But working together, Marlon and Rieger, how do you plan and develop and essentially envision the future of Clever NFT?
I think just like Rieger said, the NFTs are just on the day zero. And for us, it's really important to have this marketplace. So imagine, just like try to imagine, you want to sell an NFT on a cross-chain platform of NFTs. So you want to receive, I don't know, you want to receive Ethereum, but I only have Bitcoins in sample. So in a cross-chain NFT platform, the users will be able to pay with Bitcoin, and the interested user that placed an NFT to the auction or to the sale will receive their own Ethereum. So for me, it's really fascinating how Clever is trying to deliver a product like an NFT marketplace to fit this kind of scenario. And Rieger is here to talk more than me about the NFTs, and he can probably afford more about this comment.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
before you go, Rieger, I think that's one point that often gets missed. It's about inclusivity, right? We are inclusive for not just all the coins, but also all the chains, and that therefore we take a multi-chain approach, support more than 20 different of the major chains inside of the ecosystem, and even more so in the future NFTs. And I think a lot of platforms try to go with exclusivity, and instead we choose inclusion as our pathway, and thereby serving a lot more users and their needs. So I think it's a beautiful approach. Yeah, Riga, go on.
Yeah, talking about the NFTs, I can say that we will start with three options on our marketplace. The first one is the closed bid. You set the price for your NFT, and you start delivering on our marketplace, and you once the user pays for the NFT, the new owner will get the NFT. So the second one is the start and date and auction. You set the starting date and an hour for the NFT, the minimum bid price, and the finish date. The higher bid gets the NFT. So you put on an auction and you start receiving bids. For the best bid gets the NFT. And the last one is the unlimited bid. You just put your NFT for sale and you start receiving bid without a date and auction. So you set the minimum price and start receiving the bids. So you get a nice offer. You want to sell it. You just accept the offer, and the NFT is you sell your NFT is a very easy way. Marlo was saying about the Clever Swap integration that we are just plugging in into the marketplace, and it's something amazing because we already support more than 300 blockchains and coins. So you will have the swap integrated with more than 300 coins, and you'll be ready to pay in 300 options. We just setting up and plugging the Clever Swap system engine, and we'll be integrated. Like I said, we are all integrated. We are the best users of our products. I use all the Clever products inside my squad, so we are all
I don't use
connected.
anything but Clever products in crypto. Like I've used to use I have had so many wallets on my phone that are simply dormant because Clever has taken over everything. So I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
So regarding the evolution in your mind and in the team's mind, when you evolve an app, how does Clever Apps evolve? Once again, from your standpoint, Mark.
Well, the Clever apps evolve on a way that community gives out all the feedbacks to us. So if the community is saying, well, we need the app of an NFT, we need an app of an exchange, we need an app of a wallet, we raise this product as a concept, but we also have to maintain it. We have to evolve it. We have to give more performance. We need to give more security. We have to give more easy of use to all of these products. So at the beginning, not always a product is something that accomplish all the requirements, but with all the evolution and all the feedbacks of the feedbacks, we drive the product to the way that that it must have. So saying about this, we have the Tron wallet, the Klever wallet, the Klever wallet 2, the Klever wallet 3, the 4, will come the 5 over there, and we'll keep going on. And I hope I will see a lot of further versions of Klever Wallet till forever, because we are always wanting to be better to our users. We want to deliver the best version of apps that we can deliver to. So if an app can be faster, let's do it faster. If an app can be more safer, let's do it safer. So with our community, with our team, we can do everything. So we will go there, always evolving our products on a way that community driven us.
And
And
also
the
we
same
are the most.
question. Yeah, sorry, go on, Riga.
Yeah, I just saying that we are the most active users of our products. We are just, that's why we want to listen and to receive feedbacks from the community. But we are also doing this, so we are doing this every day. Regarding about the how these products are evolving, we have always 2 weeks sprint with deliveries from the dev team. So we get all the feedbacks, and we have a big roadmap and a big backlog. So we define from each 2 weeks. For example, yesterday I received a very nice insight from a users from the Klever Exchange. So I accepted the feedback, and I just sent to the developer team, and we decided to include in the next delivery. So we just sent to as a task. The feedback became a task and went to the backlog, and it's already been done. So the next delivery, the user will receive this improvement because it's a very nice idea from the user, and we just sent to the sprint, and we are all coordinated with our vision. We just send it to the backlog. After that, we just send, once the task is done, we send to the QA team, the quality assurance team, that is coordinated by our amazing partner Hilario, that works with me and with Marlon and me on a daily basis. The guys from QA are doing a great job and are testing the products. Once we got this validation from QA team, we just ship it and it's done. We have a very, very fast model of evolving the product because we are connected with the community. The developer team wants to create the best product because they are using it on a daily basis, and we want to have it coordinated with our vision from Klever Vision that we just see in the long term also. But also we receive the feedbacks and try to send it to the team.
And
So
it's
let's
really
talk
satisfying.
coordination. Yeah, sorry, go on.
Sorry, Misha. It's really satisfying when you see the user request of a feature and you deliver it to the user, and you see the user happiness of using this feature. So it's really exciting when you wake up to make people's lives something better, when you make crypto something easy to use. So I think this is what Klever is always aiming to deliver: easy of use, security, safetyness, everything.
So before we jump into what you just talked about, security and safety, first of all, it's a great example of Rieger saying, essentially someone just sent the feedback, it was taken up by the support team, given over to the tech team, and then literally discussed, built, and 2 weeks later, it's integrated. And I mean, that as a user is something absolutely unique, right? Yeah, we can send feedback to Apple and Microsoft and all these different companies, but the intimate relationship between users, tech, and the entire Klever ecosystem is really what sets us apart, in my opinion. So it's a fabulous example of how that feedback gets into a real life solution inside of Klever products. But let's talk about the coordination, right? We're talking about a lot of squads inside of Klever, and we talk a lot about different teams and how we coordinate. As head of our software architecture, once again, Marlon, how do you coordinate all the squads? How does it actually work? If you want to share with our viewers.
Yeah, like I said, Klever has a very organic culture. So we don't have any kind of barriers between all the squads. So when we concept a new squad or a new product, we always imagine how it will deliver a new result, how it will deliver a new goal to our users. And then we start to draw on a architecture forum together with our crew how it will be done. So if it will be a database, if it will be a server, if it will be serverless, I don't know, but we do it together. So on each squad, since we work on an organic way, we do it together. We construct the products together. So in this way, having all the squads working together is something easy because they are independent, they are autonomous. So they work on a really good flow. And since we draw everything that we need to deliver to our users, we start to scratch how the components will be made and how they will be connected in the ecosystem. Everything be fine.
to to s- to example to say like what Marlon said, basically we start our day with a daily call from each squad. For example, we have the daily call from mobile team, and then we have the backend team and also the web team. All the squads. We have a lot of squads inside Clever. We are more than 120 ninjas all over the world working remotely. So we coordinate. We start the day with the daily call. This call, the developer says what he done yesterday, what he will do today, and what is the timeline in what is going on in his part of the journey, and it's all coordinated with a product backlog build. Is called PBB. Is another call that we have to coordinate all the teams, and it's aligned with a sprint planning. It's the 2 week sprint planning. So it's a asynchronous development and communication, but we are all together. It's amazing to see that because besides we are not together every day, I'm always connected with the team. So you are always working remotely, but connected at the same time. And the most important thing that we are passionate in the products, we are passionate for what we are doing in the products we are building. So we listen to the community and try to ship it the best way we can.
And this is something really interesting because since the conception of a new product, the scratch of the architecture and the evolution of it, we are always together as a team. So the squads they run since the beginning to the delivery of a feature, always synchronized. So we have all the calls, all the meetings to make sure that is everything running on the same direction, and there is no one going in a fork or in another way. So we go as a squad into a same direction.
Actually, we are missing a call right now, Marlon, but we
Yeah,
have
for sure.
we have guys doing this now.
There are priorities in life, right? In order to share kind of this clever insight with our community and with our current users and our future users, sometimes a call can be postponed an hour or two. And we, of course,
And,
Sure.
appreciate you guys taking the
and
time.
right now we have really good guys over there, so we can just trust that they will go in this direction. We can sync this perfectly later.
We are always thinking, yeah.
Indeed. And let's talk security. We touched upon it a few times before, but Marlon, what makes clever products more secure than the standard in the market? And what will Clever Chain do to even further up that security?
Yeah, security is something really, really hard to say when you are in crypto because uh, people not even always understand how they need to secure their private keys, their 12 words, and sometimes they lost it. They get hacked, and they lost their funds. Sometimes the funds that they saved for months, for years. So, to Clever Apps, security is a requirement. We take it really seriously. And since we have some custody services, just like the exchange, we are always improving the security to those kind of services. The Clever chain will also improve the way that developers will create decentralized applications in a secure way. Because today, the developers have to write some codes and deliver smart contracts on the internet. And come on, we are humans. We can miss something in the code and just deliver a functionality, a decentralized application that is broken. And if someone goes there and hack it and put on an exploit on this, the hacker can sometimes withdraw all the funds of these smart contracts. So it's something that is our concern, and Clever Chain is coming to solve this kind of issue. Together with Clever OS, we want that our chain be something really easy to use without risks of getting exploited, without having the risks of missing a kind of code that will put your business in risk, and making everything be easy to use also to the developers. So we are excited to see a lot of new decentralized applications on Clever Chain on the way that we have never ever seen before.
Actually, we have a lot of products being built on the Clever Exchange, and next week we are raising the security standard for the Clever Exchange. It will be mandatory for all the users to have the 2FA connected on the Clever Exchange. So we are always looking for the market, what is better for our user, for the best experience that they can have it. So basically we are always looking to improve the security standards, and this is we are working with the we have a big team of squad from the security squad, and the guys are doing a great job and always helping us to create the best Clever Exchange product that we can.
So let's rewind the tape a little bit, Marlon. Before Clever Exchange launched, and a year and a half ago, even further, share with us the development stage and even how Clever Exchange was born as an idea, and specifically a few things like how did you actually create the engine behind the autonomous order books, and what benefits does it bring to the Clever Exchange? So take us through that development journey until today.
Well, creating an exchange is not something easy to do because you have a lot of challenges to be solved. You need to have real time delivery to the users. You need to have a really reliable solution to do not get down when the volumes grow up. And you have to make it be fast because you have a high throughput of orders coming up, and you have to design a good solution to handle these kind of requirements in a good way. So the autonomous order books, they came with an algorithm that we have developed in Clever, based on a binary tree that matches orders on a really fast way. And since each key pair has an instance of these kind of processors, they are fully autonomous. If you have a BTC USDT key pair and you have an autonomous order book to this instance, the other key pairs will never be affected by this first key pair, this BTC USDT instance. So they work on an isolated way. And by this, we have reached a really good number of 3 million transactions per second per key pair. So it's a really impressive number for an exchange, even if you consider for each key pair. And also, yesterday we had a great challenge because we had a really great volume with BTC. Some exchanges went down, but Clever was there. A really great place to trade when everything goes wrong in other exchanges. So creating an architecture that is reliable, that is available to our users, is our concern. You need to be faster. You need to be secure. You need to be easy to use. Trading is difficult, but it shouldn't be. So that's why you have to come to Klever Exchange. Is there a place to everybody here?
Trading is for everyone. Yeah.
Exactly.
Amazing. Regarding product development methodology, right? Oh, inside of Clever, which kind of methods do you use to actually bring out a incepted idea into an actual product?
We use a kind of agile process, just like Felipe Rieger has said, and we have a really good passion for the efficiency. So we have made some changes on the agile process to make a really good methodology of development on our daily use cases. Agile processes, I think they were not designed to a fully remote team, and were some things that we have to change in our way, on a clever way, to have a good methodology of development. So since we have this passion for efficiency and our actions are always aiming to be better in our day, on a daily, in a casual day of a product, the iteration of each sprint is always aiming our goal. And just like I said before, we have the concern about making the team look at the goal as a squad. So we need to reach a goal. We need to reach a result to our users. So everybody walks on the same direction to make this something be possible.
Yeah, we have we start the day with the daily call. Then we just need to, what Marlon is saying, that we just need to be aligned with the product backlog building and the sprint planning that we deliver at it and a 2 weeks daily 2 week basis, and the squads love to use the products. I personally ask to everyone at Klever Exchange squad to use the Klever Exchange products, to trade with the Klever Exchange, to have the your crypto inside the Klever wallet, and also use the Klever Exchange to trade and to create an environment, a nice environment from our developers. There are developers that get inside Clever that wasn't so familiar with crypto, and once they start working with us, is just they get passionate with blockchain. They start knowing everything about blockchain. They start reading, watching videos, lives, go to the Twitter. Twitter is a crypto space right now, and start tweeting. So there are guys that has like 100 followers and start going to the Twitter to tweet about Clever, and they got like 100, 200 likes in just minutes. And they said to me, Felipe, I'm just getting famous. I say to the, no, you're just inside Clever. you have to spread to the world what we are doing. And so this is something that I'm seeing on a daily basis, and it's getting very, very nice to see it.
Great. I want to go even further back, right? Let's rewind the tape to the beginning, Marlon, or even further so, right? Your humble beginnings, as well as Dio's humble beginnings in Sao Paulo. How has coming from a very poor financially poor background? I think we might have dropped out, Marlon. Here we are again. How do we come from this personal background of being poor, of not having enough financial means, coming from a single mother home? How does that inspire you today when you build the Clever products and new crypto products for the Clever ecosystem?
Sorry, I think my connection was out. What is the question?
So I was talking about the humble beginnings of both you and and Dio and many other of us in the team, all many of them come from very humble beginnings economically and financially, and it drives us very strongly forward to provide these financial tools to people around the world who essentially so that they won't be in the same situation. And how does that origin and what you experienced as a child, as a kid, as a teenager, later on when you joined the Clever team, how does that inspire you to build products in the Clever ecosystem today?
Yeah, since we are creating a lot of financial products and we have come from a really hard scenario of finances, we have experienced how hard it is to a family to have funds and to invest and have some kind of financial freedom to get out of the ecosystem, the evil ecosystem that is the governments, the banks, and all the kind of regulatory entities that will make you be always on a rat race. So in our journey, we always wanted to be independent, financially independent. So this is what we always try to achieve on a history. And I remember when we made the first prototype of a wallet, we have made a wallet called Zen Wallet with a coin called Zen Coin on top of Stellar Network at the time. We have made a peer-to-peer wallet with a functionality of only sending this specific asset. And on the other side, the user was only able to show a QR code to be scanned. We took something like a week to build it. To build it was a really impressive time to people that doesn't have had a great background about how blockchain worked on that time. And it was a really great experience. We didn't had that much of information about how to make transactions, what are the best practices, and all this kind of stuff. So we had to discover it by doing, by writing a lot of codes and discovering how to create it. The problem that we had on the first version was exactly the experience. It was ugly. You was seeing the address and the common user not even always knows what to do with this kind of address. So after that, we have made two other projects, the Stellar Signer and the Stellar Vote. The concept was use the Vote as a wallet manager, and Signer would be responsible to only sign the transaction. The problem was exactly the experience because it was terrible to the users. Manage the wallets on an app and signing in other app. So we were thinking about how complex is to understand those concepts and also the user needs on that way. And then Gio came up with a Tron event that was going to happen, and we decided to build what would become our first Tron wallet to participate of this event. And after some time, we have seen the desire of our community to scale this product to other chains, to Bitcoin, to Ethereum, to further on. And then we have made the Klever Wallet. And Klever Wallet 2, Klever Wallet 3, 4, and soon the 5 version that so far is my favorite. And I think the 6 will be my favorite also.
Misha, you, you know, Misha, Marlo just sent me a perfect example of how hard it is to create a product inside the blockchain. And that's why I think that Clever OS will solve this problem. You know, imagine if Marlo and Dio, I personally, I seen this history personally very close to myself. But I remember the day that Dio made the first transaction on blockchain and sent me the, oh, look at this, I like 5 years ago, look, I made a transaction on the blockchain that I asked him, how you did this? And then it was so new and at this time, and I was seeing this kind of situation that Clever, or at the time the Getty team was creating something amazing. But imagine if you have the Clever OS and you want to build a product that like we are building, and like Marlon said, this nice example, you just need to plug this OS, the SDK, and start building. You just make a call. I always using this example from Stripe SDK, that Stripe created something amazing for the finance market, and I created a lot of products with Stripe SDK, and it's so easy to do it because you have the moment before this SDK and the moment after this SDK. Before it, you needed to understand all the process from the finance, from the gateway, from the security, from connect to the credit card. It's hard to create this, and then now later from Stripe SDK, you just plug in, you install, you make a command line inside your MacBook or whatever you are using it, and you have a command line to create your products. For developers, it's so easy to do it. So imagine when we will be the Clever OS will be ready to the market, and all the developers from all over the world can create cross-chain products. For example, you want to create a wallet, like Marlon said, you just use the Clever OS. You just install the Clever OS and you make the call. You don't need to pass with all this road that we passed before. It's very hard. So you just plug the Clever OS and start building your product. You can focus on what is good for your product. You can focus on your product and in your business model. No matter if you are a company, if you are a small developer, it works for everybody, for everyone. We will change the market in this way. For developers, we want to create the best documentation from the market, the command lines, the SDKs, and this will be a game-changing product. I'm always saying that you don't need to pass what we have passed through, and what the journey that we had. It will be easier from the next steps or next times.
Yeah, and when you don't have sure about what you are doing, you are on complete risk. You are facing a really big problem of constructing a solution that can probably have an issue, a critical issue involving finances. So CleverOS to all developers will abstract all the complexity of making simple operations, just like making a transfer. You don't have to completely understand what is an UTXO on Bitcoin, or what will be an input and output. You just want to make a transfer. So independently about which chain you are using, you'll have a transfer method inside of CleverOS that you simply call it, place an address, the amount, the fee, and it's done.
With easy calls, command line, it's, if you are a developer, you understand what we are saying because you just use the command line. It's easy. You just call. Imagine if you are a specialist in the, let me check, in the Ethereum network. So you are a specialist on the Ethereum network, but you want to create something in another chain, or you want to create a marketplace, or you want to create I don't know what's your product, you want to the solution that you want to create on chain. You need to understand all this process, and the Clever OS make it easy because you don't need to understand personally each network. You can understand, you don't need to understand how the Bitcoin network works, how the Tron, how the Clever, even the Clever chain works. You just need to install the Clever OS and start building your product, and just focusing what is important for your product and your business model.
Clever OS, simplifying the ecosystem and blockchain onboarding, and not just for developer, for businesses, enterprises. It's definitely a game changer. And meanwhile, before we go to the next question, everyone who's watching, whichever platform you're on, You can drop in the comments if you have any questions for also if you have any questions for Rieger, and our backstage team will pick them up, and in a few minutes we'll get to the questions. So drop them in the comment, and let's go to the wallet. Right? Why build a wallet first when the Klever system, was born, as you were talking about? Like, why choose to build a wallet and then branch out into the other products of exchange, of blockchain, hardware wallet, etc.?
I think the closest layer from the blockchain is a wallet. So that's why we have started with a wallet. We have seen with our past experience that most wallets from the market are not driven to the user. They are not always caring about how they will solve a problem from a user that is trying to making a transfer to pay something really, really easy to use. So we start the wallet with this kind of intention to simplify the stuff that to a normal user is something really complex. To a person that isn't easy to cryptocurrencies, to blockchain, to my parents, for instance, to make this be possible to them, to this kind of user, and together with that, bring the first step to the financial freedom to everybody. So we wanted to make a product that is easy to understand, an app that you do not have to watch thousands of videos before it gets started. So since the beginning, for us, the Klever Wallet was always been a front door of our Klever ecosystem. A place where the user can save their assets securely, a place where he can understand how decentralized applications works, understand the DeFi, understand the NFTs, and making some swaps in a very friendly way. So you have an easy interface that you can just tapping a button, buy crypto, book a hotel or a flight, or if you want to trade to Bitcoin to USDT, oh, come on, you don't have to understand very deeply how trading is about. You can just go there and make a swap, and the funds will be there on a very quickly way. So I think that's why we started with it.
I think
Actually,
it's an excellent answer. Rieger, do you wanna jump in on that?
yeah, actually, no other good wallet at this time. It was at that time, 2017, 2018 was very different times for now, and I think that the wallets at that time was really really bad design and bad user experience. It was really really complex, with a lot of complexity, and the wallet that we created was a problem solver for that time. And the how did evolve it from the last years was an amazing process. I'm using the wallet since the first day, and it was and seeing what become, it's very very nice to see it.
How
So
it's
go
evolving,
on.
it's really impressive. We are working on a hardware wallet, and we get really excited when we see it working with our wallet in a really simple way, because it's something fascinating. You have the hardware over there, and you have the display of your wallet, and you can connect both together. It's awesome, even for us that are working
Yeah.
day after day to make this kind of products. So when we see these things going up, come on, we have to celebrate. So we deliver pizza to everybody, pizza days, beers, and everybody. We have to celebrate, because for us it's too happy to deliver this kind of products and to keep evolving it. It's a good moment to be alive, just like Philip Rieger used to say.
Rieger always says also that working with Clever is building products for the future while living in the future.
Yeah,
So
Exactly.
it's a great way of showcasing kind of how Clever is pushing the envelope on financial products in the decentralized system. And as we were talking here, we actually revealed a really big integration, announced that we've integrated ICP, Internet Computer. It's one of the top 25 projects in the entire crypto sphere. And do please go in a little bit more on not just the Internet Computer integration and what users can do with it now with the staking and so on, but Clever's approach to integrate new projects and legitimate blockchains and how we approach that inclusivity.
Yeah, we aim to be a multi-chain platform that is aggregating communities, that is aggregating everybody together on a place that they will be safe, that we uh, feel like they are on a place to put their assets and trust on this kind of product. So we have a labs constantly doing this research about blockchains, about the deep methods that put on Clever OS, the deep methods that they will have to deliver to be listed on the exchange, the deep that will be delivered on Swap and all the ecosystem. We have a really, really good team working on the lab and making this kind of integration even easier and create this kind of communities. Because when you list a new chain inside of our wallet, we're aggregating new users, we are aggregating new communities. So we want to be a place friendly to every kind of community. So list every coin, every trust. So for us, it's really really good.
For sure, and that trust is really, trust in a trustless world is very rare, and Clever really provides that, and it's very important for us that the due diligence when we do start collaborating and partnering up with projects like Internet Computer, Polygon, etc., and integrating them into the Clever ecosystem. It's very important for us, of course, that they are legitimate and they have a very, very solid foundation and development team. So let's get into some community questions. The first one from our viewers here is just curious. Can you say when you had your "this is the moment" when you realized what Clever would be?
Well, we always believed on this dream. Since we were a consultancy company, we were sad people to work to build the dreams of another persons, to build the dreams of another kind of people. We wanted to create something that would really impact the lives of the community, to give the kind of financial freedom that we were talking about. So since the beginning, at the times that we had to pay with our own wages the servers we were we always thought that was the moment, and I think this is the feeling that is engaging us day after day. So the moment is always the moment. So we always thought about that.
Love that. Rieger?
yeah. For my perspective, I think that, like Marlo was saying, that the moment is just now. I'm just saying that the moment is right now. We just launched an exchange. It is amazing time. We were launching an NFT marketplace in coming weeks. We are launching a Clever pool engine from other squads, Clever hardware wallet, Clever chain. Now is the moment. I think the moment is right now. I just saying that because if I look in the background of the founding team, and the first time I said this history about the spreadsheet that I received, and the third guy that answered my call was Dio, and since there I is one of my best friends, and all the founding team is also my best friends. I think that since that moment from the spreadsheet that Dio answered my call was the moment. But seeing that what we became and what we are becoming, I just can thank the moment, and I think that the moment is right now. I think the best is yet to come. It's not even came, it's just coming. The best moment, I think, it's already is right now, but I think that the best is yet to come. We didn't even started. We just started. We just the beginning, like Baiano is always saying. Jesus, this is just the beginning.
We're just warming up. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. It's we have a lot in store for you guys. Some of it is public, some of it is not. Let's go over to the next skill. For the NFT marketplace, can the Clever community create and sell their own NFTs, and how will that work?
Yeah, we have elaborating the concept of creating a marketplace, so the users will be able to create their assets above any kind of NFT and place it there. But it will be a listing process, and it will be probably fast and also easy to use. So we will list on the marketplace all the NFTs that are from the interest of the community, and now with a trusted base.
We are already receiving a lot of requests from our community and collections. I'm always in talk with another creators, and yes, for sure, we want to list and give the opportunity. This is just the day zero from NFTs. I think that right now we just seeing a lot of efforts on the arts and collectibles, but gaming industry is coming and making a huge success. We have a lot of use cases on chain, off chain assets. I think that will be something amazing. We want to support this kind of project that even didn't start it yet, and I think that we want to create, but we also want to start with the best collections. We want to give the opportunity for our users to buy and to have the best assets on the market. So we want to make a great choice from the start, and also we want to provide the opportunity for requests from other creators.
Fantastic. Next question. Polygon and Solana seems to be pushing VR forward quite a bit. How does Clever plan to adopt Web 3.0? And in extending the question, today we already have one of the most widely used browsers of Web 3.0 inside of the Clever wallet. But how do we plan to evolve and expand the reach into Web 3.0?
Yeah, we are always evolving our browsers and in a direction that the web community is evolving also. So we are driven to add probably most part of the new interfaces that Web 3.0 will deliver to our web browsers inside of the Clever app also. So when you enter inside of the Clever wallet, you will be able to use any kind of interface that Web 3.0 uses.
On the exchange side, I can say that we want to create a bridge between the Clever wallet and the Clever exchange ecosystem. We want to create a connection also on the NFTs, to use your NFT connected in your wallet, to use it and create a bridge to our marketplace. And also if you buy a NFT inside the Clever NFT marketplace, you can also send to your wallet as well. This is Web 3.0 in the best example. So a lot of yeah. Also, I think that another thing that is very interesting is that if you have a Clever ID account, you will be able to use other products. For example, you can play for the DevKings game with this Clever ID, and you also use the Clever Web 3.0 ecosystem to store your NFTs, to play with your NFTs inside the game, and also you can use it to sell it inside our NFT marketplace. So it is Web 3.0 in the best examples. We have a lot of examples to start. In the long term, in the long road, we have a lot of things that I'm not allowed to talk yet, but we are just creating something very nice to our users as well.
Fantastic. The last question from the community, and then we have another one here internally. What do you do in your spare time when not coding up a storm for Clever? Malo.
I used to play some video games and I also watch my favorite soccer team, Flamengo. Just having a beer, relaxing at my sofa, making a barbecue sometimes, just to chill. And in other cases, I like to go to the beach, see the sunset, always having a good drink. Maybe sometimes a scotch, sometimes a beer. But sometimes we need to relax. We need to get loaded of another kind of stuff to get the best ideas from our daily jobs. So it's really good to be on Clever.
Yeah, I always like to run at the beach. I like to play soccer, football. Soccer is for Americans, but football is for
Football
here.
is football, period.
Yeah,
It's played with a foot.
yeah,
Soccer, throw it out there. It's
yeah.
football.
I like to be with my family. I love to be with my family, and I like to be with my friends, and also have a good drink, watch a movie, and play also a video game. But I always connect with crypto. I can't stay more than 3 hours, 4 hours without seeing the crypto space. Is so fascinating, and I'm so passionate from this market. And yeah, I think that most of the time I'm connected with the crypto space, and when I have time, I'm with my family, and I get around and be with my friends. So, but most of the time I'm inside the crypto. And what do you do, Misha? Also, I want to think to ask for yourself as well.
What I do when I don't do Clever,
Yeah,
most of the day do go to Clever, but the few hours that are not is mainly dedicated to two people. It's my 1.5-year-old daughter and my wife. I'm a family man, and I spend most of my time that is not with Clever with them, and they keep me busy. That's for sure. Thank you there from our backs team, Felipe. Beautifully done. So, guys, before we go, what are you most excited about right now, here today, moving forward inside of the Clever ecosystem?
That's a tough question. In one words, how can I resume it? I would say the future, because for me, the future is Clever. And after all we have been done and all we have been constructing, the future seems to be something really clever. So, in one word, I'm most excited about what is coming next.
yeah. For me, this ecosystem is growing so fast. The NFT space is growing so fast, and I'm just seeing a lot of threads on Twitter, on the media about the NFTs, and it's so passionate to see that we are just starting this new cycle, this new industry. The Web 3.0 is something amazing. I think it will change all the people's lives. It will change a lot of industries. It will change a lot of markets. The things that we see right now, it will be a lot of different from 5 years to 10 years from now. And Clever is the future. Clever will be there for sure. If you think that in 5 years you see that, I saw a lot of threats, but some this thread was very nice that I think that you also shared with me about the CV. You know, the way we hire people will change also. Today, if you want to have a job, you need to send your CV. But imagine in 5 years, you don't need to send your CV. You send your wallet. Your profile will be a wallet, and all the achievements for your life careers will be NFTs. For example, you grow up and you got a university degree, you will be an NFT. It's right there, it's on chain. So if you have a skill from, I don't know, with coding, you will receive an NFT that you receive, that you have this as a skill. So this is just an example that I'm seeing in a long term from my vision, that a lot of industries, a lot of things that we do right now on the market and the space, it will be very very different from the 5 to 10 years, or even 2 years from now. It's growing and it's getting so fast that it will change so many lives and so many people, uh, in a perspective that this kind of Web 3.0 and this industry will impact a lot of markets. So, and Clever is building every day. We are just building right now. So imagining that, this is my vision. I think that we will achieve a lot of new things, and Clever will change a lot of markets and people lives from now on. I think that this is my vision from what is I'm most passionate for.
Thank you, both of you, for sharing your vision, your insights, your knowledge, not just here today, but always. I'm constantly learning from you, as is the entire team. You're both an inspiration to a lot of people inside of the Clever family and inside of the Clever community. And keep rocking, guys. Really, a massive thank you for joining today.
Thank you, Misha. And also, thank you for having us. It's always good to talk with you. You are always inspiring us also. And thank you also, Felipe, for being here.
Thank you, Marlo. Thank you, Misha. Thank you, Clever community, for all the support, feedback, and that's it. We are just Clever. We are full of passion, and see you next time.
For sure.
See
And
ya.
guys, thank you everybody out there for joining us, whether you are in the Americas, in Europe, in North Africa, in Sub-Saharan Africa, in Asia or Southeast Asia, Australia, wherever you're tuning in from. I saw even New Zealand in the comments, guys. Thank you so much for being today. And next week, we have a very, very special guest. Currently, the Bitcoin ETF is one of the hottest topics, right, in the entire crypto community. And the thought leader of Bitcoin ETF is the digital asset manager director digital asset director of Van Eck. His name is Gabor Gubac, and he will join us next week to talk about Bitcoin ETF, its impact, and everything else crypto. So until next time, take ownership because you deserve it.